Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your October 2023 singles reading. If you are single and looking for new love, thank you. Then this is the reading for you guys. If you are currently in a romantic partnership of some kind, please check out the love readings that are already posted for you. Capricorn, we are headed into one hell of a month. We are headed into eclipse season. Eclipse season does bring about surprises. Basically, anything goes. Okay, we can have new beginnings, we can have endings, we can have major transformations, we can have surprises of all kinds. So basically, expect the unexpected when we do get this energy. So we do start out with the new moon in Libra on the 14th or 15th of October, depending on where you live in the world. And this is a solar eclipse. So this does bring in some very powerful energy, like a new moon on steroids. New moons are a great time to start fresh, to wipe the slate clean, to set intentions and to manifest things into your life, especially love with the Libran energy. Libra about relationships and partnerships. So you might be finding new ways to meet people. You might be open to meeting new people in this energy, but you also might be changing your outlook and perspective on love as well. And you may be trying to make some changes in your world to make space and time for some love. We don't always do that. We focus on money and career and things, right? Because, we got to put a roof over our head. And so sometimes love takes the back seat. But we also have a full moon in Taurus, and this is a partial lunar eclipse on the 28th, 29th of October, and right in the middle of Scorpio season, but that eclipse is in Taurus. And so this can certainly bringing something to fruition for you. It may have something to do with your money as well in this energy. And of course, if we have some financial goals or we've got some career goals that we've been working on, sometimes we want to get those taken care of. We want to get those wrapped up before we focus on love. So this can really help you in that regard, but can also help you release, to shed any kind of energies or old patterns, behaviors, anything that is standing in your way. Huge karmic clearing in October with this eclipse energy. So it really is very impactful for a lot of people. We also have Pluto that has been retrograde in your sign, and Pluto is now going direct in your sign as well. When Pluto goes retrograde, it goes to the underworld, the underbelly, the dark places, and brings something back for us. And sometimes it's something wonderful and something life-changing and something that we can really rejoice about, but sometimes it's something that we have repressed and we've ignored, and we need to deal with once and for all, close the final chapter, close the book. And it might be just those karmic cycles and patterns. It might be some old energy, some feelings that we've been holding on to, but it can also, unfortunately, sometimes bring some people. Now, sometimes we might want a second chance at a connection with somebody, and this can be great. Sometimes we don't. And so, whether you do or don't, there might just possibly be some sort of chance encounter that does come up in the month ahead. But we do start for you. We've got the Magician card coming out here. This is fantastic energy. This is all about your ability to find the resources that you need, to find the opportunities that you need to find love in your life or to attract love into your life, because the Magician is ultimately a card of manifestation. You have all this magic within you to attract the right people, to align yourself with the right circumstances, and to find that love. So it's a really great energy there for you. Really take advantage of that Libran new moon, that solar eclipse. Super impactful for you guys. Attach yourself to that energy and manifest away. Okay, basically the universe is telling you to with that energy, because you are attracting in a soulmate. You're attracting in true love, new love, wonderful partnerships into your life. Okay, and this is no ordinary connection. When we get the Lover's card, it is soulmate energy. It's also Gemini energy. So some of you might be attracting in a Gemini person, resolving issues with a Gemini person, or talking to them in some way. But this can also be where you do come into alignment with your higher self and with what you want, right? When we're in balance and harmony with our masculine and our feminine, this is bringing things together energetically for us, right? And if we're not in balance, if we're not in alignment some way, then we're not going to get what we're looking for, or we're going to have some blocks along the way. So we can have some really beautiful energies and some possible very soulful connection coming in there for you guys. Now, the Lover's card is also choice. So choose what kind of love, what kind of connection, what kind of people you want to attract into your life, the Magician, okay, and you just might get it. We got to be open and we got to be flexible, just like the Magician would be. It's like, oh yeah, I think I can work with that, but the love is here for you. It's activating for you. And there's certainly a potential of bringing in exactly what you want. Make sure that you do focus on the things that you want, the type of people you want, the type of relationship that you want, the qualities of somebody that you want. You see how I'm using the words you want, right? We don't want to waste any energy on stuff you don't want or on qualities or types of people that you don't want, okay? We already know that. Old news. Okay, we want to focus on the new. So remember, always manifest from a place of abundance and positivity, never from one of lack. We don't want to waste any energy. Okay, and even though energy is abundant, yes, it is. But why would you want to attract something you don't want? We don't want to do that. So just a reminder there for you in that. But we also do have the Death card here for you guys. So this is Scorpio energy. Now, whenever we have eclipse season, well, whenever we do any monthly readings anyway, quite often, we always have a new moon and a full moon every single month, right? And so those moon cycles can take about 6 months to play out, especially so with eclipses. And so whenever we do have your monthly reading, this is all the energy that's being activated this month. So for some of you, you've got something coming to fruition with that full moon. You've got some sort of cycle or chapter coming to an end and you're ready for the new. And for others of you, it's a great energy to set those intentions, to step forward in a new pattern, a new direction, and welcome in the fresh energy. But sometimes it can take about 6 months to play out, sometimes a little bit faster. So it is the activation of things, right? And it is a collective reading, so you're all at a different stage. You're all, in a different phase of development here. So some of you, things are happening fast. And for others of you, it's a gentler kind of evolution of things, right? And it's not always a bad thing there, Capricorn, okay? Especially if you've been learning some life lessons, you've been clearing out some karma. Sometimes we just need a freaking break and we just need to allow things to unfold in their natural events. But when we do have the Death card, this can represent the end of one chapter and there's a dawn of a brand new day on the horizon there, okay? There's new beginnings up ahead for you, but first we got to clear out some stuff. And yes, we can clear out some old hurts, some old traumas, but we can also just clear out some old energy. We can very much detach from anything that is just not really serving a purpose anymore in our lives. Any old habits, patterns, thought processes, you name it, right? Out with the old, in with the new is what we're getting with the Death card. Now, the Death card also does bring an element of spiritual growth as well, personal growth. So this is a time of evolution for you personally. You're not the same person that you were 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. You have evolved into something that maybe you're not always entirely familiar with either. Maybe you surprise yourself every day. So as you evolve, your outlook on love changes, your perspective on love changes, and what you are looking for changes here. So you have gone through this personal evolution, and now it's like, okay, I'm looking back, I'm seeing how far I've come, especially the last 6 months, especially with that Taurus eclipse in full moon. Look back into the spring at the new moon that was in Taurus and see how much progress have you made, what has come to fruition in your life, and where are you now? And, because again, things have shifted, things have changed for you. Now, there's also change coming in for you with the Death card here. So this does speak to your evolution and your growth and your changes that lay ahead for you. So there may be somebody here on your horizon, or you're manifesting somebody in here that is going to change your life. Okay? And they're going to change your life for the better because they are spiritually guided towards you, right? That soulmate energy sent to you by the universe. And, yes, soulmates are not always meant to be here forever. Sometimes it's just a short time, not a long time. But I do feel here in this particular energy, everyone's in the upright. We do have this Death card energy. We've got all these fated energies that come in with the eclipses. And I think something is meant to be here for you. And hopefully for the very, very long term, if that's what you're looking for. So it can be very magical in there. Now, that Death card being Scorpio energy, yes, possibly it'd be a Scorpio person for some of you, but Scorpio season, okay, comes in, is it the 21st or 22nd of November? Anyways, 21st or 22nd of November in there. Okay, and that's Scorpio season. That's when it starts. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. One more month backwards. October 21st, 22nd. So the full moon eclipse, even though it is in the sign of Taurus in the skies, it is in Scorpio season. So this could be a very transformative season for you in that month leading up to your season. Actually, in the next couple of months there, we go through Scorpio season and then Saggy season, and then we hit your season there. So the next couple of months or so are going to be very important for your personal evolution, for your personal transformation. But again, might be a little bit of magic in the air for you as well. All right, in that. So stay positive and stay hopeful. Right out of the gate here, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles can, number one, be you, your energy. Some of you are focused on career goals. You're focused on your money, your finances. Maybe you're making some moves. Okay, you're getting all of your financial and physical world ducks in order. With the movement of the Knight of Pentacles, some of you might be moving to a new house, to a new city, something where you just feel more safe and secure. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent your energy. Slow and steady wins the race. You're taking your time. You're moving forward in a positive direction. You're dealing with whatever it is that you need to deal with, and you're just putting one foot in front of the other and living life one day at a time. And you've got some expectations, you've got some goals in mind, but you're not rushing to get anywhere. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy, but it serves a purpose though. Right? The knights are always on a quest, always on a mission, and they are, in the upright anyway, always successful. So whatever you have your sights set on, whatever your goals are, they are very much within reach here with this energy. Now, yes, the Knight of Pentacles can also represent invitations and offers and people coming into your life here as well. And a Knight of Pentacles person would be someone who is probably thinks a lot about actions and consequences before actually taking action, which is not a bad thing, right? But they're also kind of a slow mover. Right. And again, that's not a bad thing necessarily, because they are down to earth. They are very committed, right? They don't give up, right? And so this can be potentially what the doctor ordered for some of you. But yes, for some of you, you have some offers and wonderful things on the table for you guys. Even if it's a job offer, it's a good thing. We've got a Six of Pentacles crossing you. Now, this is in your challenge position. So the Six of Pentacles is usually something wonderful coming your way. It's a circulatory energy. The good you put out, the energy that you put out circulates back to you, most often multiplied. So this can be a little bit of a waiting game for you, a big one with the Knight of Pentacles in there. But with the Six of Pentacles, it's like you kind of know that there's something coming towards you, or there's something that you deserve, and you're being very patient while you wait for it in this energy. I do feel here with the Six of Pentacles that some of you are very much dealing with a financial situation, and sometimes that stuff comes before love. Right? You need a roof over your head. You need money in your bank account. You need to, make sure that you are kind of in a good place, right? Before you kind of welcome someone in, especially if you've been, on a very independent journey so far, right? You've got some personal goals there. So for some of you, there is some financial, things that you are dealing with at the moment. And that is very much front and center. But the Six of Pentacles can really be what you're waiting for. Right? In the challenge position here, it can be something that you need to address, something you need to do, or something that you're waiting for. And I feel like here, a lot of you are very willing to wait for what you deserve. Because the Six of Pentacles, like as far as a relationship would go, yes, the Knight of Pentacles, very committed in their energy, but the Six of Pentacles, this represents equal level of commitment between two parties. Right? This is about balance and equality and harmony within a relationship. So I feel like if you get anything that's lopsided, or if you get anyone that is just going to want to take from you, I don't think you're going to be accepting of that. I think you're going to be very much discerning in your energies and in what you accept to come in there. The Six of Pentacles also may show that you need to rearrange some things in your world to find more balance in your life. Because if you are focused on your career, if you are focused on your money, you're busy, you've got a lot of things on the go, maybe there's people that depend on you, that kind of thing. We do have to make sure that we have the time to not just spend with ourselves a little bit to kind of rest and relax, but also to go out and meet people and to go on these dates and things like that. When we're rushing around and we have all these things on the go and we just don't have any time, it's just probably not going to work all that well, right? So we do need to make a little bit of time there. So let's see what else we've got. We've got the Five of Swords. This is in your crowning position. I'm going to pull all the rest of your cards. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and this is beneath you. So you might be really nurturing your house, your home, your career right now. We do have the Page of Cups coming in there. That's your recent past, and that can actually be like this morning or yesterday or a couple of weeks ago, or probably up to maximum like 3 months ago. We've got the Nine of Wands in your near future. Yeah, you're working hard. You're putting a lot of effort towards something here. Okay, and you need to remember to take care of yourself in that energy. All right, we've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, so your intuition is very much on point in the month ahead. The High Priestess shows your connection with spirit and with the higher realms and your ability to almost like see your future. So trust your intuition because it's telling you something, right? It's probably poking you and prodding you and sending you some signs. All right, and you are being very called upon to pay attention. But the High Priestess is also an energy of making a decision. And the High Priestess reminds you that when it comes to making decisions, choices in your life, that you have all of the wisdom, all of the knowledge that you need to make the right decision, to make the right choices for you. You are the only one you need to listen to, right? You know what feels right. You know what doesn't feel right. You don't need to explain it to anybody. So make the right choices, the right decisions that are good for you. All right. The High Priestess is also the keeper of secrets and mysteries. So there might be something that does come to light, some secret that comes to light. Maybe there's like someone that has a secret crush on you. I mean, we do have a Page of Cups coming in here for you. It may or may not be what you want. We also have a Knight of Pentacles coming in here for you too. So we've got some doors opening for love and for invitations and offers and things like that for you. But yeah, there might be something in the month ahead that catches you by surprise. Okay, something that you didn't quite expect. But there is also this underlying element here where there is something coming in your future, but the future is still in motion and there's things you need to deal with first. So there is something coming in. Pay attention to the signs, be ready for some action, but it may not necessarily manifest for you in the month of October, right? And sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes in eclipse season, especially the full moon, towards the end of the month, sometimes the things that come to fruition at that time, because it is chaotic energy, sometimes the things that come to fruition, they're good for the short time, but maybe not the long time, or they're good on the outset and then they kind of can turn a little bit sour quite quickly. So sometimes we do want to wait a little bit in that energy. And because it is just bringing a little bit of chaotic energy to the mix, right? So stay grounded, protect your energy, and you should be just fine. But ultimately, your intuition is really going to rule the day. But we do have the Five of Swords in your crowning position. Now, this is your thoughts, your goals, your possibilities. Now, with the Five of Swords up here, oof, man, there's some conflict there. Now, it could be that you are very conflicted. Do you want love right now? Is this at the forefront for you? What kind of love do you want right now? And so you might be trying to sort something out in your head, right? Trying to get some clarity around, what it is you want to attract in. So it's very important to get our thoughts in order in that energy there. The Five of Swords may also represent that there is a little bit of conflict somewhere. Now I do have to say, because we've got the Pentacles all coming out for you, and because we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Pentacles there, and we've got the Page of Cups, there's no denying that for somebody out there, there may be a potential romantic interest that is either in your workplace or around your workplace. So this may be a colleague, might be the boss. Okay, probably not though, not with the Knight. It could be somebody like a customer that comes in. It could be a tradesperson that comes in. It might be someone that you meet on your journey to work or on your lunch break, right? So just something outside your home or outside your social environment. So there could be something there, and this may give you a little bit of conflict in your mind, right? Like, do I pursue this? What are the ramifications going to be? Is this something that might be acceptable, or will it be shunned for it? So there could be quite a little bit of turmoil in your brain about something like that. If that is the case, I think you'll probably figure it out. But it certainly throws you for a little bit of a loop in that energy. I do also feel there's a little bit of kind of chaotic brain activity there. Maybe you're expecting an argument, or you're expecting the worst there. For some of you, maybe there is something here that you are waiting for. You're waiting for something to resolve itself, and it's kind of a little bit draining of your energy. And it may be something with a past person. And, we all have some things that we need to clear up, right? Or, some things that we know we need to resolve and deal with before we move forward. So there could be something like that going on there for some of you. All right. So a little bit of a challenging energy in your mind right there, but I think we'll work through it. But beneath you, your underlying feelings, I think you're feeling quite good, actually. Okay, so sometimes our brains run away from us a little bit. But the Queen of Pentacles shows you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your career, your money, your home. And it is one of patience, where you're allowing things to blossom and grow in their natural way, right? In their natural path. You're not forcing anything into existence in this energy. Calm, cool, and collected is that Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your own needs. And I feel that, if there's something wonderful on the horizon for you, then you'll be accepting of it, because you are open and you are welcoming in this energy. We've got the Page of Cups coming in here in your quite recent past. Now, this could be that your focus has been on your children. The pages can represent youth, they can represent children. So maybe that is where your focus has been. And what you're waiting to come in here with that Six of Pentacles is some sort of settlement, right? Something that affects the money that you use towards your children. Maybe there is some conflict that does come up, or that you think is going to come up around that. And, think about like divorces and custody battles and legalities and things like that. So there could be some issues there with some child support and things, and things are just kind of annoying you in that energy. So you might actually have an argument with somebody about that. Sorry to say, eclipses can bring arguments for sure. All right. But the Page of Cups can also represent that you have opened up to love. You've opened up to the possibilities of love. You're maybe kind of putting the feelers out there a little bit, exploring your options, but your heart is open in that energy. This can also represent that either somebody has their eye on you, maybe you have piqued someone's interest, or someone has you have piqued your interest around somebody, right? It's like, oh, this looks interesting. This person looks interesting. I wonder what that is. So some of you are feeling a little bit of a spark, and you're like, oh, I got the warm and fuzzies, right? Because the Page of Cups is that newness, that fresh energy, that innocent energy that comes in. It's like, a crush, right, that someone may have. So, this is where we go and have fun. So maybe you're just putting yourself out there and you're having fun, or you just know that you need to get yourself out there and have a good time, right? You're kind of getting a little bit tired, you're getting drained. We do have the Nine of Wands coming here, and this in your near future. So the October may be a little bit energetically draining for you. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you do ground and protect your energy. But the Nine of Wands is also where we are exhausted. We've got some wounds, we've got some battle scars. We feel like we've been through the ringer a little bit. We're kind of skeptical about certain things, right? Sometimes, the kind of nervous Nelly energy comes in there a little bit. You're like, what the hell is life going to throw at me now? And, but we're just feeling it. We're just feeling a little bit heavy in this energy. So, this can certainly be an indication that you may really need to take care of yourself, but also you might need a little bit of a break. And especially if you have been very much focused on your career, making money, looking after other people, all of that kind of stuff, right? It does take a toll on you. So in the Nine of Wands, we need to remember to put up energetic boundaries. We need to remember to give ourselves a little bit of a break. But we also do need to remember that we're right at the end of a cycle, and it may have been a challenging one for some of you, some ups and downs, some changes, that kind of thing. But you're right here. You're right on the cusp of the finish line. Things are about to wrap up for you, and the way to go from here is up. All right. But there may be something here where you do need to put up some very important boundaries, right? And that might be a person, that might be circumstances, whatever it happens to be. We've got the Devil card coming out. So maybe it is an ex, okay, coming in here. All right. The Devil card here. This is your attitude, and also advice from Spirit. So yes, the Devil card is Capricorn energy. So number one, focus on you. What do you want? What's important to you? What is going to fulfill you? What kind of relationship do you want? Where do you want it to take you? Right? And know your worth, know what you want, and you know what, you just might get it. But the Devil card here also shows that there's something here that may be creating a bit of a challenge for you. Now, this can be a past person. This can be an ex, right? And we see that there might be something going on here with your money or with children or something like that, or maybe just some arguments, someone just like popping right back in and going, hey, I'm just here to kind of rattle your cage and ruin your day. So there might be something here that you really do need to shut down once and for all. And the eclipse energy that we've got throughout October can really help you do that. Close out those chapters, close out those bad patterns, habits, and behaviors, close out and completely get closure and put those very important boundaries in place with past people. You're clearing this out. You're detaching yourself from this energy. You're not going to be stuck anymore, and you're not going to allow anything to have a hold over you, whether it's a habit, whether it's a belief system, or whether it is actually a person. You're breaking these chains, and Spirit says, don't let anyone tell you that you can't, because you can. All right. Tap into that stubbornness that you've got inside of you. Okay. That pure determination that you've got inside of you. All right. And you can release anything that is keeping you stuck, going around in circles and patterns that are just not going to work for you going forward. So it's a big old shutdown for you here in this energy. But I also do feel that part of this message from Spirit here with the Devil card is to know your worth. Know your worth. Don't sell yourself short. Don't settle for second best. It's okay to be single sometimes, right? We don't always have to have a person, a partner. Sometimes life is easier with one. Sometimes it isn't, right? But the thing is that sometimes we fall into those old traps. We fall and we cave into the pressure that society puts on us, that our parents put on us, that, our family and friends put on us, and whatever. And sometimes it's okay to just be with you and to do what you want and to have that freedom, because the eclipses are bringing us a sense of freedom in some way. So know your worth. Don't sell yourself and give yourself into temptation. All right. Like, it's just not going to work. Right? Because you've been there, you've done that. So know who you are, know what you want, be confident, believe in yourself, and embrace your inner stubbornness, because it's not a bad trait. Sometimes it can be, but it's not a bad trait overall. All right. So just know that. We also have here in your external environment, we've got the Temperance energy here for you. So now this can, number one, be your angels, spirits, guides, bringing you somebody in your life that is going to be a wonderful influence and a wonderful person and a wonderful addition to your life. The Temperance energy here is quite often your guardian angel hanging over your shoulder. And isn't this interesting that we have the Devil and we have the angel? So you have the Devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. We've all had that. It always reminds me, it's always interesting when these two come out together, I must say. Sometimes the Devil is a little bit more seductive in the energy, right? A little bit more intriguing, shall we say? But of course, we can, embrace the angel on the other shoulder. So this really does sometimes remind me of those old cartoons like Bugs Bunny and whatnot, where, they're about to do something or they're thinking about something and you get the devil going, yes, do it, do it, do it. And then you've got the angel going, no, 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 that's not good for you. And so this might be a little bit of back and forth, hence the conflict in that Five of Swords energy. But overall, I do feel with that Temperance energy is that Spirit is guiding someone towards you, a fresh energy, a new person, somebody who is in alignment with you, someone who you're attracting in, and someone who is a really good person and a good fit for you. Now, the Temperance card can bring in an energy of healing and balance and restoring the peace to things in your world. So if there is some conflict, some turmoil, some issues that you're dealing with over here, I think there is either somebody around that can help you to resolve some issues, or there is just this kind of resolution where things do settle down and things resolve themselves, and it's a wonderful thing. But the Temperance card can be a Sagittarius person coming in for you, or someone with a heavy Sagittarian placement in their chart, somewhere in their birth chart. And Sagittarian energy, the Temperance, it's ruled by Sagittarius energy is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is our most beneficial planet, bringing us good luck, good fortune, expansion, growth, abundance in our lives, moving us forward in a great direction, but also brings us some wisdom and some insights there as well. So it could be a very insightful, wonderful Sagittarius person, or it can just be the energy of that around you in that regard, right? So we are having some very positive energies that are coming in here. The Temperance card is also about spiritual alchemy. You're manifesting something in here, and something that you want, something that you desire, something that you've got your heart set on. So open your heart here, the Page of Cups. Use your imagination. Envision something. Because if you can envision it in your mind's eye, you can make it happen and you can manifest it in your real world. Let's see what else we've got for your external environment. We've got the Ace of Swords. New people, new conversations, epiphanies. The Ace of Swords brings in a new, fresh way of thinking. This brings in the sword that helps you to detach from some old people or energies, so that's a good thing. But the Ace of Swords, aces are always a gift from the universe. Aces always bring in this fresh energy and new outlook. Of course, conversations with new people. This can be excellent for you here. But it's also the sword of fate, the sword of destiny. This is also where we get those big aha moments, where we focus on the things that we want, the things that we want to attract. But I do think there's maybe some good news or some really positive communication that is coming in here for you, that is activated for you in the month of October, even if it's just you getting that clarity that you need. There's confusion and doubts and conflict up here, and here we are. We're clearing the air with that energy. So it's a really powerful energy there coming in. We've got the 10 of Wands here as well. And we also have the moon. Okay. So you're really embracing the energy of the moon cycles in the month of October. These are going to be very important for you. For some of you, you may have someone new coming towards you that you have previously manifested. For some of you, this is a newer energy and you are attracting possibly multiple people, but you are probably attracting someone towards you where you have set some previous intentions, maybe around the Pisces new moon earlier in the year, February or the beginning of March. I forget when the new moon was. Probably the beginning of March, I think. Or with this energy, possibly around the Sagittarian new moon that we had in the summer. Okay, so somewhere around there. So for some of you, there's something coming towards you that you have previously manifested into your life. So this is awesome. And you're going to recognize it when you see it, because Ace of Swords, you're right on that. Okay. But the moon cycles with the Pisces energy here are going to be very important for you in the month ahead, clearing the path for something new, to attract something new and to harvest something in your life, and maybe to reap the rewards of something completely separate out of love. But the moon card here, yes, it's Pisces energy. So we have fire energy with Sagittarius there. We have water energy with the moon, with Pisces. But the moon also does speak to things needing clarity. Not everything is as it seems. Illusions come in with the moon. And this is where we can sometimes fall into temptation, or we can, really we'll really embrace the need to pay attention to our intuition in this, because not everything as it seems with the moon. Something on the surface is not what it really is behind the scenes. Think about the devil energy, right? This would be someone who is very alluring, very charismatic, very sensual, most likely in their nature, very seductive in their energy, but that's it. All style, no substance. Right? They look good on the outside, but on the inside, not so much. So with the moon coming in here, you're very much, number one, your intuition is incredibly heightened at this time. We already know that with the high priestess coming in, okay? But also your spidey senses are tingling with this energy. You're going to know what's good. You're going to know what's not good. And you need to pay attention to it, because not everything is going to be a yes. Not every connection that comes towards us is going to be meant for us. And we have to be able to discern between the good and the bad. So make sure that you are paying attention to red flags, if there are any, right? Maybe there's not any. And your intuition is like, green light, green light, green light, go for it. It's all good, right? But our intuition can also say, whoa, 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 Nelly, that's not a good thing. Because don't forget, we've got a 10 of Wands coming in here as well. All right. Now, the 10 of Wands can represent, all right, that this is why you're tired. You're stressed. You've got a lot of responsibilities. You've got a monkey on your back. You're very burdened in this energy. You've got to put up boundaries somewhere. You've got the 9 of Wands right here, right? And here is your 10. So there's something external, not you, right? But something in your external world, whether it's your children, your family, your work, exes, whatever it happens to be. This is where you've got a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities. And we really do need to take a step back. And the moon and the Ace of Swords can both help you to cut something off, to put up those boundaries and be very firm in your conviction, right? That Ace of Swords, it's like no one's going to mess with you, because you're saying what you mean. You're being honest, you're being truthful, but you're being very, very clear in this energy, crystal clear communication with this. And so with this energy, and the moon can be the full moon, cutting something off, putting an end to something. No one's going to take advantage of you anymore. No one is going to, pile all of their responsibilities on you. You are trying to find balance. You're trying to make sure you've got time. You're trying to refresh your energy, and you got to hand some responsibilities back to other people. This can also be, that there's a lot of stresses on you to find love. And this might be some burdens and some stress that you put on yourself, right? You're in a pressure cooker here with this energy. And, again, yes, we want love. We want the connection. We want the partnerships. We want the camaraderie. We want the warm and fuzzy. We want that special someone. It's wired in our human DNA somewhere. Safety in numbers, right? But in this day and age, there are so many empowered, successful single people, and they are having the time of their lives because they've built their life on their own. And they're the people of the mindset where I am not closed off to love. I am open to it, but I'm also really good in my own skin. So in this energy, you might feel that extra pressure to be partnered up with somebody, but that's where we fall into the rabbit hole, right? We don't want to force something into existence, and we don't want to say yes to something for the sake of saying yes, right? It's the wrong reasons, right? It's not going to work out. So in this 10 of Wands, right? Yes, there's like the end of a difficult cycle. I think there's something wonderful coming in for you, something newer coming in, fresh perspective, fresh energy, new people, new connections, all of these things. But I also do feel that you need to detach from some of this energy to take off though the pressure and the burdens, and you might actually have to put up some very firm boundaries with somebody around you as well. You know, parents, friends, things like that. They mean well, mostly. They mean well, but it's not helping, right? So you might need to have that all important conversation with them. But I do see a couple options coming in here for you guys. We've got Pisces, we've got Saggy energy coming in, okay? And so this can actually be really quite positive for you. Your hopes and your fears, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, first of all, your hope, okay, because it's such a positive card in there with the Ten of Pentacles. Success, abundance, happy home, happy family, happy career, happy bank account, stability, security for the long term, these lifelong connections. And so really that's your hope for the future, right? You want the happiness and the joy, you want to reap your rewards, and you want to just live your best life in this energy. So it's a great hope to have. It's a wonderful energy to be embracing. What's the fear? That someone may take it all away, or that you might lose everything that you've built. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that your intuition, you have grown to a certain level. Your intuition, you've learned a lot along the way, and you're going to know when to say no. You're going to recognize any red flags, and you're not going to let anyone, upset your castle that you've built. No way, Jose, because it's yours. It's your success, right? It's the life that you have built. And again, when we're welcoming people in to our lives, or they should be enhancing our lives and adding to our castle that we've built. And I don't think that you're at the stage here in this energy where you're going to let anyone undermine you or take it away. But you're also open to love. You're not closed off, right? You're open to it in this energy. It's just that you're willing to say no. When the time is right, you will say yes. Your overall outcome. Ooh, we've got the moon again. Interesting. Now, the moon can represent your dreams, right? So maybe your dreams come true. This may be that around these moon cycles, there's a huge energy shift for you. New moon bringing in some new things, fresh perspective, new energies, new people. Full moon bringing something to fruition, or this is where you close the final chapter on something that you don't want in your life, whether it's something internal or external or people, and you are ready to move forward free and clear. There's romance in the air when we have the moon. This is that Pisces energy, so perhaps there is a water sign in your future. But this is, I think, a little bit of moon magic. It also is a mystery, and it's a surprise. The moon carries mystery. The moon is where we're in touch with our feelings, our emotions. Maybe you're clearing some of those out. But there is surprises sometimes that do come up with the moon. This also does invoke a little bit of fear sometimes, but when we get the moon card, you're being very encouraged to work through your fears and keep on moving forward anyway. Because if you've had this devil energy in your past as a person in a relationship, oof, man, that's some hard energy to let go of, right? And to believe that you won't have again. So we got to work through some of those fears with that energy. But I do think there's a little bit of magic in the air for you there with that. And oh yeah, that's pretty awesome energy coming in here. Love is in the air. We do have the Empress card. The Empress brings new beginnings, brings love, fertility, growth, all these wonderful things. The Empress also rules both of these moon cycles in the month of October. The Empress is Venus energy, the goddess Venus, and Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So there is so much love, so much potential that is in the air for you. Harness that energy. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here as well. For some of you, you are harvesting something. Something's coming to fruition for you. This can also represent that you are blossoming and growing. You are taking care of yourself. You know your worth. You know your value. You're embracing all of the possibilities in regards to love. So it's awesome. It's also one of patience. one of strategy, one of, okay, if this isn't working here, what I'm doing here, I'm going to go look over here. I'm just not too worried about things right now. So you're not rushing through things there. You're assessing the situation. But we also do have the Four of Wands coming in here. Make a wish on this full moon, baby. The Four of Wands is usually an energy of a good, strong, solid foundation. You've planted roots. You've gotten to a certain level, right? You've gotten to a certain stage and you're feeling good. You're socializing. You're going to gatherings and get-togethers and events. You're having fun. And it's this wonderful celebratory energy. But the Four of Wands is also known as your 1111 card. 1111, new beginnings, fresh starts. It also is your wishes, right? And with the Four of Wands here, with the Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Moon, set your intentions for love. Okay, the new moon in Libra, very important. Wish upon that moon. And also for some of you, this is where something wonderful and magical is coming in for you in October, if you don't already know it. So it's a great energy here for you, kickstarting a new cycle and culminating a cycle for some of you here in this energy. But there's romance, there's love in the air, there's happy energy in the air, and new beginnings, and all kinds of mystery and wonder in the air for you. So I love it. I love it there, Capricorn. It's really exciting for you in that energy. But remember that 1111 energy. So let's grab a couple more cards and see what, see what else is out here for you guys. Thank you very much. And we have presence. Very nice. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our attention and stay in the here and the now. Focus on today. We can reflect on yesterday to see how far we've come and to be grateful for where we are now. But we want to remember the active energy is here, is now. The intentions that we set today affect our tomorrow. The actions that we take today affect our tomorrow, right? The past has built us up to where we are now, but it doesn't dictate our future. So presence, be in the present moment, live, laugh, live your life to the fullest. And when you do that, your energy really does elevate. And then you can really attract some wonderful things. We have reflection coming in here. And we have 2 moon cards, so a time of reflection for some of you. The energy of reflection supports our growth throughout the insights we get from the contemplation of self and others. Reflect, contemplate, but don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the past, right? We want to remember to be in the present moment. Interesting. Reflect on things, but come back to the present moment. I'll leave that there for you. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please do hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. It really does help get the message out there and let other people see it. It helps the algorithm say, hey, people like this video. It really does help me. I thank you so very much. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful October, and I will see you guys later. Bye.